faithfully conveying value, exploring global literary works. Hi, this is Sally's Book Club. The book we're exploring today is called Too Loud a Solitude. This novel was written by renowned Czech author Bohumil Hrabal. Hrabal lived from 1914 to 1997, 83 years, spanning nearly the entire 20th century, which was considered a long lifespan. But what can one achieve in 83 years? Hrabal once said, "I lived to write this book, Too Loud a Solitude." The novel isn't long, just about 70 to 80,000 characters. Yet the author rewrote the manuscript twice before finalizing it on his third attempt. When published, Hrabal was already 75 years old. Through waste paper compactor operator Hanťa's monologues, Hrabal poured his most profound memories and insights into this masterpiece, widely regarded as his crowning achievement. Now the title, Loneliness, but why too loud? And too loud at that? What does this paradox mean? Before we begin, let's recall Dufu's famous line from Dreaming of Weebi. The capital teems with officials' pomp, while this man alone wears hardship. Doesn't this imagery of solitary suffering amidst bustling prosperity echo our novel's title? Opening the book, we meet protagonist Hanťa, immersed in constant noise for 35 years. But this noise comes not from city streets, but a massive paper compacting machine. Hanťa's workplace, where he alternates between red and green buttons daily. During 1950s to 60s, Czechoslovakia's construction boom, old structures were constantly demolished for new developments. Everyone became builders. Even the talented found themselves confined to mundane production roles year after year. Thus, Hanťa worked 35 years at this job, seemingly content, even admitting fascination with destruction's spectacle. Demolition experts precisely placed explosives to level entire blocks, while Hanťa's destruction involved only waste paper, hidden underground where nobody could see. His workshop received an endless stream of discarded paper from above. Every imaginable paper type flooded in: florist wrap, expired tickets, popsicle wrappers, photo lab scraps, office waste, typewriter ribbons, greeting cards, newspapers, funeral wreaths, even blood-stained butcher paper. Paper packaging dominated consumer goods during that era. Those who lived in 70s through 80s northern cities might recall paper bags instead of plastic for trash disposal. But mountains of this waste contained substantial quantities of books. Here emerges the irony. Countless books unseen by society end up with an underground waste processor. Knowing these were valuable texts, Hanťa reluctantly reduced them to pulp. Philosophical masterpieces filled the shredder. Plato, Hegel, Schopenhauer, even Laozi's Dao De Jing. Confronted with humanity's cherished wisdom, Hanťa resolved to secretly absorb these works. "I cherish my solitude, never lonely, though alone, immersed in dense thought," he reflected. Existing within a dense forest of ideas. Why this massive book destruction? The answer lies in Cold War context. As Soviet satellite state, Czechoslovakia prioritized industrial production over intellectual pursuits. Reading became discouraged. Supporting Soviet industrialization took precedence. Philosophical works faced particular suspicion, devastating for literature-rich Czech culture. This contradicted Czech reality. High literacy rates despite small population. Literature and arts remained vital to national identity. Hrabal semi-autobiographical approach makes Hanťa profoundly authentic. Hrabal claimed, "Hanťa's other half is me. When Hanťa speaks, it's actually me speaking." After turning 40, Hrabal worked 5 years as waste paper processor. The grueling work destroyed his health. Daily packing, cutting, compacting paper, with chemicals damaging his skin. Only through writer friends, connections, did he eventually leave to become full-time novelist. He witnessed mountains of discarded books and artworks, scenes he considered profound tragedies. Books treated as waste remains, heartbreaking regardless of era. Yet Hanťa opens his story declaring, "My job is a love story," faming affection for his destructive work. This exemplifies Hrabal's signature style, reflecting Czech resilience through humor. Czechs famously mastered dark humor through joking through adversity. As the saying goes, a Czech will crack jokes even entering crematorium. Thus, we find waste worker Hanťa approaching his grim task with unsettling levity. Death enters the narrative. During his 10th work year, Hanťa's mother died. He shed no tears at her cremation. "I'm accustomed to burning people. No different from burning books," he remarked. Whether noble or commoner, cremation leaves mere ashes. Books become liquid pulp regardless of content. Czechs hold a morbid belief. Only post-cremation remains reveal one's essence, like Buddhist relics representing spiritual essence after death. From packing books under 20 atmospheres pressure, Hanťa hears human bones crunching. Believing true knowledge, essence gets liberated through destruction. When presenting mother's ashes to uncle, "But this can't be right. My sister weighed 75 kilograms." They weighed the ashes, calculating a missing 50 grams. Typical Czech macabre practicality. Then there's the matter of handling the ashes. What to do with them? Remembering their mother's love for kale, they scattered her ashes in the vegetable patch, yielding exceptionally fresh produce. This morbid humor might unsettle you. Is such joking appropriate? Does it cross a line? But understand, this gallows humor sustains ordinary lives. I'm humble yet refuse to be worthless. How else could I survive without finding humor? Enter Hanťa's uncle, former railroad signalman turned eccentric retiree. Post-retirement, he recreated railway systems in his backyard, complete with tracks and vintage equipment. Weekends meant giving neighborhood children backyard train rides, his greatest joy. Seemingly trivial amusement became his survival mechanism. Common folk adapt when trapped. We become our roles completely, never emerging. Inspired Hanťa planned to install his compactor in retirement. We become inseparable. Through this absurdity, Hrabal critiques socialist-era dehumanization, revisiting Too Loud a Solitude's bleak industrial poetry. Machines roar endlessly as Hanťa works in perpetual isolation. No family, just books and machinery, his only companions. Home brings no solace, nightly fears of book avalanches. Crushing me, supervisors peer through ceiling hatches, indifferent to his paper tomb. He now rejects fresh air, finds comfort in paper decomposition smells. Sunlight repels him, basement darkness becomes sanctuary. Hence the rats, constant companions, chewing through knowledge remnants. Their absence disturbs Hanťa more than presence. Silence becomes unbearable. Walking Prague streets, he obsessively observes building shadows. Though physically above ground, his consciousness dwells underground. His ears track subterranean flows, sewage systems' eternal murmurs. Did Hanťa choose lifelong solitude, or was it circumstance? What trauma shaped this reclusive existence? Why create such isolation? Hrabal's worldview holds answers. Czech survival through dark humor meets Taoist acceptance. Laozi's influence permeates, particularly Tao Te Ching's teachings. Hrabal's dog-eared copy witnessed endless contemplation. Heaven earth isn't kind, treats all as straw dogs, his mantra. These ritual effigies contain spirits before ceremonial burning, sacred vessels transformed into waste post-ritual, mirroring Hanťa's existence.